Hello, good afternoon to you. It's of course Talkin Ready here, and today a slightly sad story. So today I've seen an article which tells of an autistic Milton Keynes man who apparently lay dead in his flat for a whole 9 months without anybody noticing, and apparently he took his own life after benefits cuts left him unable to afford to eat. And of course, if you're feeling suicidal, it's important to tell someone. So help and support is available right now from Samaritan's free helpline, which is open 24 hours a day on 116 123. Please don't suffer in silence. So an autistic man wrote a detailed suicide note. His name was Ayaman, and he lived in Milton Keynes. So this week has been discovered on his computer the note, and his grieving parents had to read the heart-rending story. Ayaman, who was 28 and diagnosed with autism and depression, parents of Ayaman demanded an investigation after their son was found dead after 9 long months. Now, you would have thought that somebody would have noticed him missing. Well, there is a reason for that. He wrote in his note, "My only income has been ESA, Employment Support Allowance, and as I'm unfit for work. On August the 15th, 2018, the DWP decided to terminate my benefits. This means I am no longer able to pay rent or afford food. I decided that I would not bother fighting this and will exit instead. I have written this page to explain my decision to friends and to answer anticipated questions." Ayaman described how he was ordered to attend a work capability assessment and he refused. He wrote, "I attended one before. The outcome was they reduced my benefits and completely ignored my needs. If the DWP are not going to understand that my condition is immutable, then I am not going to play along," he added. Such assessments are obviously not meant to help the disabled stay on benefits, but to instead save the government money. He also detailed how he previously gone voluntarily to the Campbell Centre due to his mental health problems and was reluctant to ask for help from there again. "If I'm accepted, I will have to stay up to 28 days of 6 months in a boring and cramped environment surrounded by very damaged people, after which it will be determined that I no longer need treatment and will be allowed to leave, wasting the hospital's time." He added, "I will likely be homeless or starting from zero again, and the vicious cycle will begin anew." Ayaman then wrote, "I cannot be bothered to fight this anymore. I am out of energy. I only exist to do what I want to do. Dealing with paperwork, making phone calls, and feeling anxious every day about whether I'm going to be homeless are things I do not want to do." Ayaman's tragic note was written last summer, and in November he hanged himself in his Ashland flat. His body was discovered last month, 9 months later, when Housing Association officials called to evict him. His parents, who live in Milton Keynes, believed their son was failed dismally by the system. They had battled for 6 years to see him after he told his social workers that he did not wish to contact with his family. "He did not have the mental capacity to make that decision," said his dad. "If we had been allowed to see him, we would have helped him and his life could have been saved. Ayaman has been receiving care from social services, but it is understood he refused contact with them in the period leading up to his death. His note reveals that he made 3 separate attempts to hang himself between 2016 and 2018. Each time I failed with panic, he wrote. Ayaman's funeral took place last week, and an inquest into his death is due to be held in December. A DWP spokesman said,
"Our thoughts are with Mr. Habib's family and friends at this difficult time. We are committed to ensuring that people with health conditions get the support they need. Suicide is a very complex issue, and whilst the inquest examines this tragic case, it wouldn't be right to draw conclusions."
So, another death caused by DWP and the withdrawal of benefits. Something has to be done. What, I don't know, but it's a very tragic story, and I feel for his family. I feel for him because he saw there was only one way out, and it's probably, for him, it was probably seen as the lesser of all the evils, and there was nobody there to support him at the end. Anyway, if you're feeling that way, please remember there are people that can help you, and if you want to get in touch, please do that. I'm not qualified in any way, but I'm here for a chat. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.